So I would go hard on Islam, bro. I mean, I'd post pictures of Muhammad. Like, I would go hard.
Well, I guess put like
So sweaty. Today I will be reacting to the new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean Strickland, talking about Islam. Now, he's a bit of an unfiltered character, and it'll be interesting to see what he has to say about Islam. I did see a reel, like a short of him, like a very short video, where he was actually talking relatively positive. So yeah, we'll see what he has to say.
So question, with the trash talk shit with Dylan, is there any UFC fighters that take it too far? Like, what about like McGregor, some of the shit he said?
I mean, he said the towel thing, but like my thing is, though, that wasn't more of a dig on a religion and more of like a culture. And I kind of respect that a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to pause it straight away because so what they were talking about previously was basically someone verbally attacking someone else's wife or girlfriend or whatever it is. And so he values, he says that attacking someone's wife verbally is worse than attacking someone's religion, which, I mean, obviously they're both very, very bad, but to say that he respects one, but then he doesn't respect the other, that's, I mean, the logic is just flawed there. If you understand what religion is, and to say that, you know, if someone truly believes that their religion is the correct one, you should respect that, because that trumps everything. That's more important than someone's wife or someone's girlfriend or, you know, how they're going to feel. It's way more important than that. So, hey, we'll see.
Like, I'm like, but
You like insulting like a religion?
No, so
Those battles are always way more fun to see, though.
you know what it is, though? Like, I've laid off Islam because I have a lot of Muslim friends. You know, I have a lot of Muslim friends. And, bro, and they take it like...
Do you used to go in on them or what?
I would go hard on Islam, dude. But again, rightly so, dude. Like, there's a difference between American values and Islamic fucking values.
Didn't you
for
say
sure.
that someone had a conversation with you to...
Interesting. He said there's, like, rightly so he should go in on Islam because there's a difference between American values and Islamic values. And right before he was talking about this, I did watch the bit before as well. He was actually complaining about the modern world, the Western world, where, you know, they peddle smut. Essentially, they push a bunch of nonsense and program young men into being soft and being more about talking, creating drama online than actually being men. And he said he's part of that. So you would rather that than actually look into Islamic values because, I mean, it's obvious you don't have a clue about Islam. It's just interesting to see that. You complain about your own culture and own values and lack of values, but then you say, oh no, our values are better than theirs. Okay. Maybe you've been hit in the head a few too many times.
That changed everything?
Yeah, a guy, Albert Durov. So I would go hard on Islam, bro. I mean, I'd post pictures of Muhammad. Like, I would go hard.
Well, I guess put like post 9/11, it was a lot more like, you know, it was different, I think, right?
I don't know.
Is that
man.
when it was?
Here's the thing, dude. I still like America's America, and I don't give a fuck about your country. Like, you know, China does horrendous things. There's so many countries that do horrendous things. And I don't think Islam is compatible with equality and freedom. And so I don't insult them.
Another interesting point. I didn't show this bit, but in the build-up, he was talking about conspiracy theories and how, you know, the government and big business is controlling the population and stuff about media. Yet he's choosing to believe what he sees in the media about other countries. And I think this is the absolute stupidity of a lot of, usually Americans, but a lot of Westerners, is that they complain about what's happening in their own country and the mainstream media lying all the time about different things. Yet they choose to believe it when it comes to other countries because it suits their own narrative. Oh, that place is backwards. Yeah, the mainstream media must be right on this occasion.
I don't dig like I used to dig, but if you put a camera, if Albert was in front of me, I would tell you I do not think Islam is compatible with equality.
American values?
With American values.
It is totally different.
It
right?
is totally
Yeah,
different. And I'm not trying to change your country. You could go do whatever the fuck you want to do, but when you indoctrinate women to wearing a burqa and like, oh, it's their choice. When you indoctrinate women wearing a burqa, you can't leave your house without an escort. Like this shit's fucking wrong. And it's your
So he said, like, I don't want to change your country. But think about it. Your country is trying to change every single other country. Your country is constantly starting wars, and it's not for the purpose of keeping peace around the world like they love to tell everyone. It's because you want control and you want to take resources. So you can't have your country who ruins other countries do that and then say, oh, yeah, but if you do it to us, I don't like that. How does that make sense? And then, you know, obviously onto the topic of, you know, indoctrinating women. And so it's funny, in the West, they say that men and women are equal intelligence and all of this, yet women are so stupid in your opinion, right, Sean? They're so stupid they can't think for themselves, so they're being indoctrinated like kids. This is what you're saying. So you're not complaining that the men are being indoctrinated, you're complaining specifically about the women. And to say that being modest and not wanting to show off your body is wrong, that solves so many issues in society. Some of the issues that you talk about. All this smut in the West. So I think it's very easy just to, you know, just sit there and say, oh, this is backwards without having any real knowledge. And you want to talk about indoctrination. What about the indoctrination of women in the West, where they're forced to be more masculine? They're forced to value their sexuality way more than they should. It's basically their whole value. Because if they're not wearing makeup or in amazing shape or basically flaunting their body and showing off, then they're not as desirable. If they haven't had several plastic surgery procedures, then they get left behind. And the thing is, when you dress more modestly, the value is taken away from your sexuality and your appearance and is placed more on what is actually important, what's inside your heart and what's inside your mind. Then you can actually value their opinion rather than focusing down there. I think the West has been infected with a disease of speaking about things they just don't have a clue about. The West, a lot of people in the West are so ignorant to any other ideology or any other way of life. They have this superiority complex because they believe everything that the mainstream media tells them. Everywhere else in the world is backwards. Everywhere else in the world follows the West because we're doing it right. Yet we're all depressed, high divorce rates, low childbirth rates. Is that a sign of a successful society? Is that a sign of a place where you should follow? A lack of morals, lack of values? Anyway, that's all I'm going to react to. Hope you enjoyed it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.